A few days, I made a poll where I asked you guys if you guys wanted some specific and overall character showcases for every single character. Now, the demand of those videos were quite high, so I decided to actually start on a whole spreadsheet. Now, this spreadsheet will contain stuff like assist damage, how good they are in rates, how good they are in dimensions, so you can clearly see the numbers and how good characters really are. Now in the future, I will use this spreadsheet to actually see how good they are myself for tier lists, but I will also use it with in-game footage to show you a character showcase every single day. So yeah, soon I'm gonna start with the daily uploads again with very short videos actually. They're not gonna be long at all. They're gonna be shorts, so less than 1 minute, but they're going to be very detailed character overviews with the numbers on how good they are as assists, how good they are in dimensions, and how good they are in raids. The easiest stats to gain are the assist damages, and that's why I've already finished those, and I've only gotten like a third of the raid, and I haven't even begun the dimensions. So I'm going to work on those a little bit later and actually make those videos, but for now I can actually show you what the best assist is in the game. So here, keep in mind that this is damage per second purely. So I have written DPS here because it's damage per second, and that means basically how much damage they get per second. And you can see the cooldowns here, 60 seconds and everything. I've calculated every single hit, how many hits they have, and I've spent a lot of time on this. The one thing that is not counted here is, well, they also have effects. So those actually make those assists better. So I'm going to show you the whole assist tier list that will demonstrate the whole thing much better. Anyway, like before, I've done this before with other cards, just that I needed to redo them because we've gotten 2 new sets of cards. Nezuko is just the best with DPS. She almost gets 100,000 DPS, damage per second for me. And that's so much better than the second best, which is Ryuko. The worst are Sakura and Priestess Awakening, which has 120 seconds, and then the starters. Now, keep in mind that this is only DPS, so I'm gonna show you an overview of everything in a tier list format. So this is the tier list, and you see that I've made some changes to the top of the tier list. Now, we do see that, oh, the best is Nezuko, and then it's Ryuko, and then it's Naruto Sixpath, and then it's Tengen. And this is, well, as you can remember, those were like the top. But I've also raised a few other characters, them being the Awakenings. Now, I will also increase Shadow Monarch a bit, not too much, because, well, it's just a very long cooldown, it's very little damage, and the 25% critical chance that he gains is not that long, unlike the Awakening moves that actually gets it for 15 seconds. But either way, the reason why I've increased these are because they are awakened characters that got awakened bonuses. Now these give different amount of boosts. Usually it's attack, boss damage, or critical chance, so that's why it's so good. Not only are they very strong, they also give you boosts, so yeah, they're just extremely good for that matter. So Saber did actually deal a lot of damage, and you do get 15% more attack, which is why she is the best. I did say that Kirito has been better before, but just Saber deals a lot of damage, and Kirito also deals a lot of damage, but I think that Saber takes it, even though boss damage is a slightly better substat. Then we also got the other Awakenings, attack, boss damage, critical chance, and critical chance. Yes, critical chance is a good stat, but it really won't boost your damage as much as the other ones. I did not increase Priestess because she just gets more heals, and that is not good for damage, because this is just a tier list for damage, basically. And keep in mind that there are a few exceptions, just like Tengen. Tengen does get 30% more damage on crits, so, and I did count this all with pure crits, 100% crits, so Tengen does actually get a high, the ceiling of here, but on average, he's maybe like where Gojo and Genos are. And do keep in mind that the cooldowns does not matter here, because I've taken that into the matter. I've done this in a way where it doesn't really matter. They're all fairly compared, and that's why, for example, Shieldman is so low. even worse than the starters. He doesn't have that bad damage on his assist, but his cooldown is 120 seconds, so his DPS, damage per second, is very low. But yeah, as you can see, most of the good assists are awakened characters, which is why I usually tell you to get Saber after you got into Todoroki, because Todoroki is the best gem assist. Well, except for Nezuko, which you can't get anymore. So after Todoroki, you should get Saber, because eventually you will be able to awaken her, and she is the best assist. Or Kirito, because he's tied best assist, I guess. But yeah, you really do want to use one attack and one boss damage, and the best attack is Saber and the best boss damage is Kirito either way. So those two have been the meta and still are the meta for assists. But yeah, as you can see, some of these characters that are very good as mains are really trash as assists. Now, it's been like that for quite a while now. Like, these characters, Accelerator, Shanks, Obito, even Chainsaw is kinda okay. And like, most of the good characters, like the meta characters, don't have the best assists. You can see that with Ichigo and Makima as well. And it's like, the better they are as mains does not mean that they are better as assists. So don't like use only an assist because it's a good main. Use a better assist, they have different uses. Though in general, these numbers are not that high compared to what you get in a raid. I get 8 billion damage in a raid, and Nezuko, this would grant me like 50, 100 million in a full raid with Astolfo, and with my cooldown maybe 200 million. Sure, 200 million is a lot. But in the grand scheme of things, that's just 3% more damage. About 3%. And if you think about it, then 12% more attack is much better than 3% more damage, for example. This is just a very slight difference. Sure, it's like 50% more damage from Nezuko, so here it gets 3% more damage total, and Saber gets 2% more damage, but she also gives me a 12% attack bonus. And 2% damage from the assist instead of 3% damage from the assist, plus a 12% attack for every move for 15 seconds multiple times every time I use it. Now that combines and adds up to much better than just pure Nezuko. But yeah, in general, this is how these characters are as assists, and yes, I will continue to do that tier list, or continue to add on to that spreadsheet and make it so it's completed after a while. And in the meantime, I'm going to make like videos every day on one character. So one character every day to just show you how good the characters are. So like first day is probably going to be on Monday. And then I'm going to release one video about the showcase. It's going to be 1 minute. That's it. I'm just going to showcase the moves. I'm going to see how good they are in raids, dimensions, as an assist. Tell you if they are like actually good or not, and then that's it. It's all you need in a character showcase, really, and I think this is going to be really useful for everyone watching, and I'm going to do it for every character, so it's going to be like for 3 months, because there are 73 characters. There are a lot of characters, so I gotta do a lot of videos on this if I'm going to do one per day. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you in the next one.